Hey folks, good evening. Special night tonight, and I'll explain that here in a minute. But what am I going to do for you? What is my offering? I know you're all on the edge of your seats waiting. Well, it is the Kraken. Right here, black spice rum from the Caribbean, or Caribbean, depending on how you roll. Okay? Now, the Kraken, of course, was made popular in the Pirates of the Caribbean movie franchise. And I know I've been mentioning that movie a lot. No clue why. It's one of those movies for me, you watch once, okay, it's good. But actually, believe it or not, the Kraken has never been related to the Caribbean except through those movies. Actually, the Kraken is a sea monster which originated in Scandinavian folklore and is said to haunt the coast of Norway and Greenland and terrorize sailors in the North Atlantic. Giant squid-like character, and that's it. That's the folklore between the Kraken. And again, I've got this nice drink here. I think I did it once just for my Facebook page. I've never posted anything on YouTube, so I'm updating it. And it is black spiced rum. It contains 11 different spices, some of which is like allspice, cinnamon, ginger, real potent type spices, to include cloves. And rumor, it gets its black coloring from squid ink. You want to believe it? Go for it. If you don't, cowards. So, we're going to do that. Now, when I first started this, I said, it's a special night tonight. On that Facebook thing, especially on some of the old fart pages, especially in the Air Force, people reminisce about when they came in the military. Well, tomorrow, 26 March, is my anniversary for entering the military, the Air Force. So I went back and I was trying to figure out how to break out the old abacus to figure out how many years ago. And I did, and damn, I'm old. Okay, don't let the beard fool you. Whoa. So I'm not even going to tell you how many years ago. Okay? But for some of you nowadays in a certain career field, I came in when it was security police and I was a law enforcement specialist. Okay? So yeah, that dates me pretty good. And now I was going to go on about how the career field now is not the same. It's pretty bad when it comes to law enforcement in the Air Force. Somebody once told me when I was grousing about it, that, hey, things evolve. And then I told them, well, the whole theory behind evolution, like what I did there, is that things improve. And in my opinion, it has not improved at all. But you can contact me on the side if you want examples. What I thought I'd do now, though, is just, reminisce. Like I said, I came in so many years ago, and especially in my career field, law enforcement, non-combat related. How many times have I almost died? Okay? A little, pick-me-up positive note here. My first time I can think of, I was stationed at Lackland. I was working a, vehicle accident in the bomb dump. And I was a young troop, maybe an airman, one striper. Had a staff sergeant with me. And I was just doing the paperwork. I love my accidents. And I turned around and the complainant, the driver, was a senior airman bomb troop, I don't know. And all I heard was he said something to my staff sergeant, and it was a really disrespectful tone. And to which I heard my staff sergeant reply, "I'm still a staff sergeant airman. You will treat me as such." And as I turned around, I could see him putting out his lit cigarette while standing next to a bomb rack, fully loaded. And I guess cigarettes, bombs really don't go together. And, that was the first of many. And, of course, that staff sergeant was probably behind a lot of them. That time I almost wrecked. Yeah, that would not have ended good with me. But basically, it's one of those things you look back now and you laugh. It's like, oh, yeah, hey, that was a good time. So, hey, let me know down below, what are your experiences, especially if you're in the SP, law enforcement career field, or even our buddies over in the security specialist career field. You know, again, not combat related or anything like that, just doing your duty. You know, like that one time in the Philippines, I almost fell off a cliff. You know, stuff like that, you know, things you can look back and laugh at now. Be interesting to see your stories. It really would be. Okay. And again, I've been told I talk too much during these things, but hey, let's go for the taste test here. I got my glass. I'm going to do a little ice, let it sit for a second here. Now, this can be neat on the rocks like I am doing. Whatever you would else use spiced rum for, black spiced rum. There's another brand out there, Captain Morgan's, which is better. That's totally up to you. But however you would use the spiced rum is how you can enjoy it, to include, you know, the Kraken. All right. So let's go for the aroma. It's a very pleasant aroma. Obviously, you can tell it's the rum. You can pick up, I can pick up some of the nutmeg and the allspice in it. Two spices I like to cook with a lot. And now remember, I'm using ice here. They say the ice kind of helps bring out the flavoring a lot more as opposed to being neat or straight. So let's go for it. It's very pleasant. It's a nice, relaxing. Now the after notes, you do get that spice. You get that little bit of a bite, and it does waft up, you know, to your aroma. Also, you get a little bit of afterbite, or excuse me, you get a little bit of after aroma. Very pleasant. This is a very nice drink, and pretty sure it will pair well with Coke or whatever else you would use it for. So I would highly recommend it. Hope you enjoy it. Now next week I may not be on. I have to go up to Manhattan, the Little Apple. Let me know down below where that is, and check something out. So, but to here, to 1,000,000 years of military service, civilian and military, active duty. And let me know your stories below. Cheers.